Hey everybody, and welcome back to Crypto Kings. My name is Matt. It's been a while since I've done a video for you guys. I'm happy to be back, and in today's video I'm going to be going over with you guys a really exciting announcement about a new listing for Shib. So if you guys are new, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, but let's get right into it, folks. So if you guys haven't seen this already, what we're looking at here is actually a listing from public.com. Now, this trading platform here is a little different than some other ones, and I think what it really relates to is Robinhood, and I'll get into that a little bit more later on in the video here. But you guys can see here, Shiba Inu is now available for members with access to crypto, which is just awesome stuff. So you take a look at their website here, and here's essentially what I noticed. First off, I've seen public.com advertise, an awful lot on TV. I've seen that, very commonly being advertised in different, locations. But what it also seems to be is that they are very choosy with their crypto, because this is their directory here, and as you guys can see, there's not an awful lot of cryptocurrencies here. There's really only a few. They recently again just added Shib, but before that it was only really some of the main big ones like Coin, Ethereum, Bitcoin. So with a lot of these, man, what we're looking at here is an exchange that is extremely picky when it comes to crypto, to say the least, has decided to add Shib as, something that they consider important enough to make a part of their platform. Now, this is pretty big because obviously Robinhood, as we all know, is, sort of on the choosy side as well. They really only have, 10 cryptos or something to trade on Robinhood. So, this really does make it a pretty big deal. And I was just curious, actually, on how many users public.com actually has. And it says this was back in February of this year. They hit 1 million users back in February. So I assume it is an awful lot more now. But they have raised hundreds of millions of dollars since then, which is pretty big stuff. So they definitely do seem to know what they are doing, and all around, I think this is pretty big news, guys. Speaking of big news, if you guys wanted to get started trading on WeBull, guys, link down below in the description, guys. One of the easiest ways you guys could just go over there, sign up, and you can get 2 free stocks valued up to $2,300. Recently, someone did that, and me and someone else here got a fractional share of Facebook, which was absolutely awesome. So whoever that is, congratulations. But if you guys want to, again, top of the link down below in the description. It is so easy to do. And again, if you guys like free money, you know what to do. Top of the link down below in the description. Another news, guys, Shib today is sitting here right around 2.7, which is to be expected. This is, sort of where we've been at for a little while here. This is really over the past week, kind of where I had expected it, to sort of consolidate at. We saw it a little bit in the past month, a little bit higher at a certain point, at like 30, and what was the higher, 35. So, it's had a little bit of fluctuation over the past month, but still not a bad spot, to sort of consolidate at. The question is, when we look at the graph here on a long-term, sort of scale, is this going to stay and consolidate in this way for a long time? Is that going to happen? Well, based off of what I'm seeing, I really don't know, man. Because what we could have, we'd have two different things happen here. First off, we could have, an extended long period of horizontal trading, which, we've talked about before on the channel here. You could have something like this where it trades horizontally here for, a very long time in the near future. It could just do this for a week, 2 weeks, there's no real way to tell. Or we could, kind of zoom out, look at the big picture and say, wait a minute, we could, draw a little falling wedge here and say, wait a minute, it looks like it's getting ready to have a breakout. You could do that as well. So there are multiple scenarios here, and this, scenario looks a little bit similar to another crypto, of course, Solana. When we look at the, the 1 month, again, you could kind of draw that falling wedge, from the top here to where it is now, and, obviously higher lows from where it was. So you could do the same thing with Solana if you wanted to as well. That's just another crypto that, has made sort of a parallel kind of movement like that. When we take a look at the relative strength index, as you guys can see, of course, it is trading, a little bit below 50 here. So, it does have a little bit more room on the day. It could conceivably go to, let's say, like 28.5 here on the day. Continue to kind of go up that way while still staying within the RSI. And, the relative strength index doesn't always tell everything, but, it is a pretty good indicator of whether or not it has more room to kind of, handle more buy volume without an imminent crash or whatnot. So that's definitely good. Again, you guys can see the RSI is accurate here as well. It was down at 31 here when it had this little overselling phase, and then it gets, back almost overbought again here on the 17th. So, the RSI is, in a sense, pretty accurate for, what it manages to predict, what it manages to do. If we were to take a look at the Fibonacci retracement, you guys can see I always do like to check this, and it can look a little bit overwhelming visually, but once you understand what it's actually doing, it becomes a little bit easier. So essentially what we're looking at here is we are analyzing the most recent run. So we're analyzing here from the start here at 29. This was just 2 days ago here, so we started at 29, and it's analyzing it here towards early in the day today, where it was at the bottom here at 27. So essentially what it is doing is it is taking this run here and it is saying, okay, how is it going to, kind of rebound? And it's basically, so far it is using the 23.6%, sort of zone as a line of resistance. So the 27.99 area here, it is using this as a means of trying to, sort of overcome those price points again. So, if we are to expand it even more, you guys can see, it is sort of challenging this line every time. It does it here. It fails, does it here, fails, does it here, fails. So again, I'd imagine it will probably, hit this line again, and my lines are crooked here, but you guys get the idea. I'm sure it will challenge this line again and, could come down again, or if it manages to break through, it can continue to rise. And again, Fibonacci retracement is not always 100% accurate or whatnot, but it is kind of a good gauge, to determine in regards to price points on just a day, how it is going to react, with certain prices and whatnot. So that is definitely good. But all around, guys, I think this public.com news is really great. Again, it's not the fact that it is the most popular exchange in the world, because evidently it's not, but the fact is, public.com is one of those exchanges that, is a little bit more on like the professional side, doesn't really do crypto all that much, it doesn't seem, yet they still saw Shiba Inu as something of being, important enough to where they decided to add it onto their platform. You know what I mean? It's like they're extremely choosy with the things that they add. They're extremely choosy with, the cryptocurrencies that they, have on their platform. And even with them being extremely choosy with everything, they still have managed to get SHIB on that list, which is just wonderful because, again, it is very difficult, I know, to get a currency listed on an exchange like this. And obviously with, public.com managing to do that, I think that is, personally pretty big stuff, considering they are so particular with what cryptos they are listing on the platform. So all around, guys, I think that is pretty awesome stuff. I hope you all have enjoyed the video. If you guys did, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Again, guys, check out the WeBull link down below in the description. Of course, it is so easy to do, and it's probably the easiest, couple bucks you guys will ever make. So with that being said, everybody, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to be here, doing videos every single day again. I was out of the loop for a little bit, but I'm happy to be back. So thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys on the next one. Peace.